Welcome to episode 29 of the No Money Spent series. This is by all means a mega episode. I could realistically turn this into 3 episodes, but I'm putting it all in one. It's gonna be a really long video, so get your snacks and get ready. So this is the squad at the current moment. It actually looks pretty good. Matt Olson is now the only guy under 90 in the starting lineup, which is exciting. As you can see, I want to make some progress in these collections today. For Mike Schmidt, of course, we're going to start off by doing the Marlins. It's definitely the cheapest one and the easiest one to do. And I'm also going to try to get the Phillies done with these stubs that I have. I'm hoping that I have enough stubs. I think I will, but you never know. So we're just going through these orders. And obviously, I'm going to continue to go for Gary Sheffield. So the next division after this division will be the NL West. Bellinger and Arenado are going to be the 2 expensive guys in that division. Other than that, everybody else is going to be pretty cheap. But I say, other than that, it's still going to be very expensive. But we will get Sheffield after that. And then we will focus on the AL and Biggio. And then, of course, we're going to get Mantle. But going through, neither of these cards I'm going to use. I should point that out. I'm not going to use any of these cards because they're just not that good at this current moment in the game. But I'm sure they're very usable. In the lower levels of ranked seasons, I'm sure they're usable. But I just don't have any need for them. But I am going to be getting XP from this as well, including getting progress towards collections. So that's the nice thing here. We're just going through, double checking some of these orders, replacing orders. And ultimately, we just want to get all of these guys collected. So at this point, the Phillies is kind of annoying. I think a guy went through and outbid me on pretty much every card. So that took a while to get those orders to go through. Caleb Smith, for whatever reason, was not, just absolutely not getting an order through. So I did end up buying him outright. But regardless, we do end up completing the Miami Marlins and getting this Al Leiter. Like I said, not really a guy that I'm going to use, but it is still nice to get that collection done. And we're going to get this Phillies collection done. Again, 2 really inexpensive diamonds in Bryce Harper and JT Realmuto. And we are able to get this 86 Robin Roberts. Once again, not going to use him. So now we are 3 out of 5 on this Mike Schmidt collection. All we need is Klesko and Olerud. So basically we just need Ronald Acuna and Jacob deGrom. But we're going to hop into some event games. I'm going to be grinding this event in a few days. I will definitely get on it. But for now, we'll just play a few games. Obviously, this was recorded a while ago. So, yeah, this was recorded for the first event when everybody just had faced the franchises. And this guy's team was actually super good. I'm just going to show highlights of these because I played like 4 or 5 games. This guy just ended up quitting. I didn't even have to put up a run. I didn't even get to hit, and he quit. So that was done. With that, Joey Gallo steps up. Joey Gallo is going to hit a bomb in our next game. And again, man, that was all this guy needed to see. He ended up leaving the game after this. Felt pretty good to beat a World Series guy like that, but of course I understand. This event is very quit friendly. A lot of people quit. Matt Olson delivers a home run here. So this event in general was just a way for me to test out some guys. For instance, Vidal Brujan, our brand new pickup up against Blake Snell, and that's a perfect fly ball. Of course, it's ship it as well, so that is definitely going to get out. Vidal Brujan rakes. Definitely would recommend him. But this event, again, I want to get the Alec Bohm. I want to get the Gavin Lux because that's going to be about 80,000 stubs. That's basically going to give me enough stubs to go ahead and get Jacob deGrom. So that's really what I'm looking forward to there. Gleyber Torres now able to take the high cheddar from Sixto Sanchez and get it out. It's now 3-0. Matt Olson now steps in. And Matt Olson gets a hanging slider. And even though my PCI was not on the ball, that's a no doubt home run for Matt Olson. The guy just rakes. Again, these are highlights from event games. Byron Buxton now with the changeup. Byron Buxton absolutely crushes that baseball off of that billboard back there. I've never gotten a ball off that billboard back there. That was incredible. That is a first for me in MLB The Show 20. It ended up going 463. Absolute bomb. 113 miles an hour off the bat. Really impressive. Vidal. Brujan now steps in the knuckle curve. And we take it out. Just barely. But a home run is a home run. It still counts for a run. And at this point, this guy has had enough. He is out. I'm thankful that he left at this point, because could have stayed in and that would have taken me another 15-20 minutes, but he did leave. I appreciate that. Now we're hopping into some showdowns, and yeah, man, Chipper Jones is good, but we're doing some NL showdowns for once. I have not really done a whole lot of NL showdowns. Actually, I don't think I've done any at this point, but I am hopping into some NL showdowns. Now we got Bruzdar, Graterol, Jay Bruce in the game, takes the fastball into the gap. There's no question about that. That is going to get down, and we end up getting the win. Again, getting more vouchers, accumulating stubs as well. Now we got this exchange that we're going to do. Put in 3 Ken Giles, and we also went ahead and just put in some extra guys that I had. Stroman, Matz. A couple of extra guys that I had sitting in my collection, and now we're going to put in these vouchers, and we're going to get Kyle Wright, the 94 overall diamond. The reason why I got Kyle Wright is because I've already done the Braves, obviously, for Ozzy Albies, and so all I really had to do was those other showdowns. I didn't have to do anything else. So you can see Kyle Wright will be added to the team. He's got sinker, 4-seam slider, curveball, changeup, good per 9s, decent velo. Probably the second best pitcher in this class. Maybe Lodolo is over him, but in my opinion, Kyle Wright is probably the second. And I know in the ranking video I said Lodolo was higher, but that's just because he's a lefty. And as you can see, we're just going to open up these packs. Got this one for the XP reward path. I'm just going to take Biggio because he's the most expensive, and it really doesn't matter who I pick out of this pack. I don't know why I made it so complicated. We're going to take Rob Nen as well. And now to this one, again, doesn't actually matter. I'm just going to take Jimmy Fox because he's new. And now we got these silver packs. Still haven't pulled anything but a silver. But even then, man, these are 500, 800 stubs. So, you know, we'll take these. Bo Bichette now. We got these standard packs. I have not pulled a diamond in a while on the No Money Spent account, so I'm very much looking forward to pulling another diamond, but I just have to wait it out. I can't get too greedy. Danny Hechavarria out of that pack right there. We get a gold, and we get Michael Brantley, one of the more disappointing golds, but at this current time, all golds have value, so I'm actually pretty excited to be pulling packs. Even if I just get golds and silvers, man, they still have more value, of course, because of these Stage 2 Team Affinity exchanges that everybody is trying to do, including me. I actually, as well, I did an exchange or two in this video. So Team Affinity packs, haven't gotten anything from these in a while. David Price is a solid silver, worth almost 900 stubs, so we'll take it. Mike Fiers out of that pack. Do not get anything out of this one. Kendrys Morales, free agent, not what we're looking for. We at least want to be on a team. Andrew Moore, back-to-back free agents, not at all what we want to see in the packs. Yoenis Cespedes, unfortunately, he's one of the cheaper silvers, but even then, man, he's still worth about 250 stubs, so we will take it. Team Affinity packs, again, we get these for free just for doing some of these Stage 2 Team Affinities, and the Ballin is a habit pack. I want a diamond. I really want a diamond here, and unfortunately, spoiler alert, we don't get a diamond. We get Andrelton Simmons, though. We get Simba. He's actually pretty expensive, so we're gonna go ahead and sell him there. 3,287 stubs, and we're also gonna go ahead and sell Andrew Miller. So I'm showing you the clips of me selling these golds, but know that I am also selling I'm also selling all these silvers and bronzes that I'm getting. I'm just not showing it because the video would probably be about a half hour. And Jorge Soler able to take down Zach Greinke in that showdown. So we are doing this specifically to go ahead and get the Twins out of 70 out of 70. And of course that means we're going to go ahead and do some AL showdowns and get their stage 2 team Affinity. So we're going to go ahead and put in these vouchers so we can go ahead, and now as you can see we have 3 leftover vouchers from some other showdowns that we've done. So that's going to allow us to only have to do 2 showdowns to go ahead and get Alex Kirilloff. The first one, an absolute tank from Brandon Lau. We'll go ahead and complete this. Adley Rutschman now, 11 outs remaining, and Adley Rutschman absolutely destroys this ball. Probably would have had him a catcher if I didn't have Buster Posey and if I had an infinite amount of stubs, because he is pretty expensive. But regardless, we end up getting that one done. And now we're going to go ahead and just put in all of these vouchers. And we will have Alex Kirilloff added to the squad. Once again, I'm trying to do these ones for stage 2 team affinities that I already have done stage 1, because it just makes it a lot faster and easier. And of course the other showdowns are so much easier to do. So I try my best to go ahead and do these guys that I've already gotten done. So I know there's probably better first basemen in the game. Nolan Gorman, Nolan Jones, I think are definitely better options. But I am pretty much 0 or 10 out of 120. So it would take me a while to get them. So I want to start with the guys that I've already grinded a little bit. As you can see, we ended up doing the moment. That's just going to save me a voucher. Who knows, I might need it later. So now we got Alex Kirilloff on the squad. Great stats against righties. Really looking forward to putting him at first base. And now we got even more packs, man. We got these Gold Live Series packs. We got JD Martinez, one of the most expensive golds in the game. So I will 100% take that. Again, silver packs, Adam Ottavino out of that one. Victor Robles out of that second pack. Andrew Benintendi, and our final silver pack once again is a silver Andrew Benintendi. Now we got 9 more team affinity packs, and a Ballin is a habit pack. So these are just absolutely amazing way to farm stubs here, because you get these packs and you're not guaranteed anything necessarily, but you get a ton of silvers, a ton of golds. So even if you don't get a diamond, it's still very much worth getting these packs. And of course the Ballin pack is pretty much a guaranteed 1500 stubs no matter what. So these add up really quickly, and you also just get straight stubs for doing these team affinities. So it's definitely the move if you want to accumulate stubs right now. I would definitely look at team affinities, and also you get a ton of amazing players to fill out your team. Like, these guys are really good, and some of them will even be relevant for the next few months, so that's kind of exciting. The Ballin is a habit pack. We're looking for a diamond, not expecting a diamond, but looking for a diamond. And unfortunately we get Chris Bryant, although not actually unfortunate, because Chris Bryant is one of the most expensive golds in the game. So I'm actually super thankful. He's actually almost as valuable as a diamond. So I will 100% take that. Chris Bryant, as you can see here, we're going to go ahead and put in an order for him. Keep in mind 3,900 is really cheap, and I think the guy meant to put it in a different order. So we're going to go ahead and just put him up for that amount. Willie Stargell now, unfortunately, will be leaving the lineup. At least the starting lineup. He will definitely stay on the team as a pinch hitter because he's still a beast. But hopefully Kirilloff will be a little bit of a better fielder, because I definitely need a better fielder at first base. Willie Stargell is really costing me some runs, actually. Now we're hopping back into an event game, and I just wanted to show you, man, against Bruisdor, Raderall, Matt Olson delivers the no doubt shot. Maybe it's just how this guy was pitching with him, or it's the event difficulty, but I actually didn't have a ton of problem hitting him. Like I said, if it's on Hall of Fame and the pitches are sped up, I might, but I actually was able to hit him pretty well. 425-foot bomb. I just wanted to rub it in this guy's face that he had arguably one of the best pitchers in the game, and he couldn't stop me. Brandon Marsh now. Brandon Marsh is pretty good. In the short time that I've had to play with him, he has been really good, and he definitely plays above his stats. So I'm super happy about that. But now we're going to hop in to these Player of the Month moments because they got released. The final set of moments, Tyler Glasnow, which unfortunately means there's more pitching moments. That means I will continue to fail more pitching moments. It's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. But we get Maldonado on the high fastball, and that is going to conclude the first moment. And of course, these moments are not just going to get me Tyler Glasnow, but they are going to get me Didi Gregorius, the Diamond Player of the Month award. I'm actually really happy with what SDS did here. In the past, Player of the Month was obviously a program, I guess, where it was completely pay to win. If you didn't have 200,000 subs, you were not going to get that player at all. There's moments you might get, a couple thousand subs for one of the golds, but there really just wasn't. Player of the Month really wasn't relevant to no money spent players, and this year they've definitely changed that up. I really do appreciate that SDS is giving these cards out for free. Of course, he's not sellable, but still, man. We're going to go ahead and do this exchange. I didn't want to go ahead and get rid of Marquez if I didn't have to. I would try to kind of get rid of these guys first, especially these no sells that I've accumulated. But I kind of just figured out that I did not need to go ahead and put in Marquez. I'd rather sell him. Didi Gregorius, now the Diamond Player of the Month card. An absolute beast, man. Looking at his stats from, I'm going to show 18, which is where he was sort of his home or his first game that this guy was in. Not really good stats, but they buffed his stats. They made him really, really, really good. So Hanley is actually going to enter the bench without ever playing a game for me. But the reason why he's on the bench for now is because his price is probably the lowest it will be right now. As of when I recorded this video, he was below 30K. And if you look at Oswalt, a lot of these guys bounce back once those third inning bosses get revealed. So I decided to hold on to Hanley, but he will definitely be sold in the next episode or two. Ryan Klesko now, an absolute lefty on lefty crime against Nick Lodolo. Again, the NL Showdown a little bit more difficult because I probably would not have taken a guy like Klesko if I had known that it would have been a lefty, but thankfully I did actually, because we get it done. Another showdown against Nick Lodolo. Andrew McCutchen with the perfect fly ball, and that's going to leave the yard. So back-to-back showdowns against Nicholas Lodolo. It feels pretty good to be completing these showdowns really fast, to be honest. There was not a whole lot of cutting here. I didn't lose a lot of showdowns, which was super exciting, because before in divisions, man, it was a struggle. But another showdown against Kyle Wright, and we get it done. 16-15. We still had 10 outs, so again, really, really, really easy. Hoskins had 3 jacks in that game. He was a beast. But now we got more of these vouchers, and we are going to go ahead and get Taylor Trammell for the Padres. I ranked him really low in my ranking video. I actually kind of regret where I put him, because after playing with this card for a while, he is a beast and should have definitely been top 10. But we put in those vouchers, and we're going to go ahead and do the moment. Like I said, if I can save a voucher, I'm going to save a voucher, because you never know when it might be useful. We end up doing that moment, getting it done, super easy. It only took me 2 at-bats, and we are now a super fan of the Padres, and we have acquired Taylor Trammell. Once again, I'm going for these guys that I have already gotten their face of the franchise card, so it makes things just a little bit easier. But now we got some packs, and we get Will Smith out of that first pack. Again, another gold, and actually a gold for a collection that I need, so I can hold on to him. I might not have to sell him. And we get a profile icon there, gold in that pack. The next pack, Albert Pujols. Again, solid 250 stubs for him. We get Robert Stock at that next pack. Now we got 2 Ballin' is a Habit packs, looking to get glitchy. And we get Fernando Tatis Jr. So not really what we're looking for out of these Ballin' packs, but I'm still holding out hope that we will eventually get a diamond out of these. Eugenio Suarez out of that pack. We end up getting Eugenio Suarez out of that pack, pretty decent. And now we got this Legends pack. I just took Maddox. I'm probably going to sell him. Like I said, just going to go ahead and take him for the stubs. Eugenio Suarez, we're going to be selling him. We're going to sell Fernando Tatis as well. And again, these stubs are just adding up. I'm now at about 50,000 stubs, and so I decided it is time to do the Braves collection. We're going to get that done. Acuna is only about 30,000 stubs as of recording this video, so he definitely got cheaper. Freddie Freeman is only about 10,000 stubs, and so this collection really wasn't that expensive, and it's pretty nice now because we only have one more collection until we will go ahead and get that divisional reward for the NL East. Mike Schmidt, definitely going to be using him once we get him on the squad, and then of course that will put us only one division away from the 99 overall Gary Sheffield, and then obviously we're halfway to Mickey Mantle, so that's nice to see. Just going through these orders, I also decided to put in orders for the Mets, so we're gonna get all of those Mets players except for Pete Alonso and Jacob deGrom. Obviously, I did not have enough stubs for either one of the two, but I figure if I fill out every other player here, it's just going to be easier for me in the long run. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We obviously do not have the stubs for deGrom, so I will be 100% grinding out event games, and that should give us enough stubs to go ahead and get Jacob deGrom. At least that's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see. And the NL East is actually a pretty easy division to complete. Max Scherzer will probably get bumped out of the rotation because I just think Jacob deGrom is better. But in the meantime, he will stay in. And so we are putting in orders for all of these Mets besides deGrom and Alonso. We're going to go ahead and collect the Braves. Feels pretty good to do that because the Braves are one of those collections that's just an average collection in terms of price, but it's one of those ones you want to get done. Ryan Klesko now, an absolute righty killer. Been great for me in the showdowns that I played with him. Unfortunately, it's not good enough for the team. Taylor Trammell, we're going to go ahead and put him in right, and I'm going to put Matt Olson on the bench for Joey Gallo. And now I'm actually going to take out Yelich and put in Acuna because we had a bunch of righty killers, but we did not really have any righties in the outfield. So I put in Ronald Acuna. He's also my favorite player in the MLB. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to like. Again, it was a lot of recording time, so I appreciate everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out. Peace.